Well, it looks like the rumors of an August Nintendo Direct are indeed true because Nintendo took to Twitter this morning and other social media platforms to let everyone know about the newest Nintendo Direct, and it's coming. Well, very soon. It's actually coming tomorrow on August 27th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, so I can get a little bit of sleep in tomorrow. And it will be consisting of two events into one, which is actually very unique and very interesting. Part of the presentation will be an Indie World showcase, showing us some awesome indie games. I do think there is a chance that we could get some higher quality stuff than what some of the Indie World presentations tend to showcase. And directly after that, no pun intended, there will be a Nintendo Direct partner showcase, totaling a 40-minute presentation of all upcoming Nintendo Switch games. Now, there's a lot of things I want to talk about with this, the timing of it, sort of what I expect to potentially be at this event, so on and so forth. So if you're excited for this event, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. But without any further ado, let's just get into this. So the first thing before we even talk about the event is we have to talk about what's not going to be at the event. Nintendo themselves have said that the Switch successor will not be showcased or mentioned at these events happening tomorrow, which I think makes a lot of sense, but that does kind of leave the door open for a potential showcase of the Switch successor to still happen in 2024. I think Nintendo has clearly identified that, well, people are interested in what we're doing next. We're obviously at the tail end of the system's life cycle, and although the Nintendo fanboys will say, oh, this system can last another 10 years, I think that a lot of people are interested in seeing the future of Nintendo products and seeing what they are doing differently. So to come out and say that, to sort of quell all the queries and inquiries about what would be happening if the Switch successor isn't going to be there or not, because well, people are dumb. If you think about it, why would it be at an Indie World / Nintendo Direct partner showcase? I think that's a smart thing to do just because a lot of people don't pay attention. An Indie World showcase, though, is also very interesting because allegedly within the leaks and rumors that we had gotten from people like PH Brazil, the Indie World showcase was actually supposed to happen in September. We were supposed to get a Direct this month, and then in September, we were going to get an Indie World showcase. But now they have pretty much combine these two things together, which kind of leads me to believe that, maybe there could still be some sort of event happening in September. Obviously, there are some first-party Nintendo games still to come out for the Switch. You have things like the upcoming Mario Party game, Mario and Luigi game. Of course, you have that amazing $60 Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, the ultimate value in video games, if you do ask me. So there are some games that they can still show off. So, could you combine that with maybe a Switch successor event? Who's really to say? I mean, even Echoes of Wisdom, to showcase something off with that, but maybe they just go the kind of individual trailer route like they did with Echoes of Wisdom. Maybe we've seen pretty much everything that they're going to show from Echoes of Wisdom, and then we just get like a launch trailer. Who's really to say? But I kind of want to focus in on the Indie World showcase and the Direct partner showcase themselves to kind of figure out, well, what the hell is going to be here? What games are going to be here? Because when I think about a partner showcase, what really comes to mind? Like the new Sonic X Shadow game, like maybe that'll be there because obviously that's a franchise that a lot of Nintendo owners enjoy. Bakaru, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but that game did get a demo on the Nintendo Switch. It is basically from Good Feel, I believe is what they're called, the people who made games like The Legend of Goemon and stuff like that, and I really liked that demo. Like, I'm really looking forward to that game. I think it's going to be super, super fun. But kind of beyond those two games, I'm kind of like, what else is going to be here? Like, I think that mystery is actually kind of fun with this. I think that mystery is what kind of leads to a potentially good showcase or potentially a disappointing showcase. Of course, you got to mention Hollow Knight 2 or Silk Song, because you always have to mention that game. It doesn't seem like that game is coming out anytime soon, though, and I'm not sure that Hollow Knight Silk Song has enough of a reputation to be delaying it so much. You know, when Hollow Knight first came out, I don't think the Metroidvania scene was quite as crowded, and you know, the long anticipated await for this game, like what's going to be different about it? Is there really going to be a huge market for it? And really, at this point, which would it show up in? Would it show up in the Indie World Showcase, or would it show up in the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase? I also kind of wonder about the time of each individual showcase. Like, are they both going to be 20 minutes long? Is one going to be longer than the other? Because I would rather the Partner Showcase run a little bit longer, because let's be real. When it comes to the indie showcase, there's going to be a large variety of games. And I'm not trying to say that in a negative way, but you know, your artsy fartsy games, your cooking games, your cozy games, those definitely have very strong ties to Indie World presentations. While there has been some cool announcements and cool reveals like Ninja Turtles, House of the Dead, and stuff like that, it seems like the last few Indie World presentations definitely have a certain sort of vibe to them, a vibe that it's just games that I'm not interested in, and you know, I can't fake interest in this sort of stuff. But you know, maybe by combining it with this Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, you kind of get the best of both worlds. You're getting the smaller projects, you're getting the more niche kind of outsider projects, but you're also getting, you know, reputable third parties, bigger companies showing games off for the Nintendo Switch, or maybe some Nintendo Switch Online stuff. You know, there are a lot of games out there that we don't know if it's coming to the Switch, and we don't know if it is coming to the Switch, when it's coming to the Switch. And obviously, a lot of third-party companies like to do random surprises sometimes. Look at Jedi Survivor coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, or was it Fallen Order? I don't know. I always get those two confused. But like, you know, could you see a game like that potentially come over to the Nintendo Switch, since they've created a PS4 and an Xbox One version? You got to remember, the PS4 and the Xbox One are still going strong. There are still games coming out for these systems. They will be coming out for these systems in 2025. And since that's more akin to a Nintendo Switch than something like a PS5 or an Xbox Series system, I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities of what could be at this presentation, and I'm not really sure what to expect. I would kind of temper your expectations, though. You know, I'm not expecting anything too crazy with this stuff. It is a partner showcase, so more than likely you're not going to get any first party stuff there. I say more than likely because, I'm sorry, Endless Ocean, like, that is a Nintendo property, and they closed out a partner direct with Endless Ocean before, and it's like, bro, this is your game. Like, what are you doing here? This is a third part. This is not a third party game. This is a first party game, Nintendo. That is very weird. But you might see something like Cadence of Hyrule. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm looking forward to the presentation. Obviously, I won't be live streaming it because I don't know. I don't really like to live stream stuff. I'd rather make a video after the fact. But, you know, 40 minutes of video game announcements. Hopefully there's a couple of games that resonate with me, and hopefully there's a couple of games that resonate with you. So let me know in the comments section down below, what games are you looking forward to potentially seeing here? Are you surprised that it is a partner direct or a partner showcase and not a standard Nintendo Direct? What does that say about the first party Nintendo titles that we still have to come out this year and in 2025? And what do you expect to see from the Indie World Showcase? If I can get 2 games from the Indie World thing that I'm interested in, I think I'll be happy with it. I don't think that's asking too much. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. Be sure to check out my other video today, because this is the second video we've made talking about my review of Star Wars Outlaws. I'm very surprised at a lot of these review scores, because they have the same complaints as me, but it didn't seem to be a big enough deal to think the game wasn't necessarily all that great. I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of disconnect. Be sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.